Hello everyone, I am back with another video part 5 about Parents and Grandparents PR Program 2022. Today's video is about how to complete IMM 5669 online, how to write the names in native language and how to sign the form. If you are interested, stay tuned. Hello everyone, welcome to Canadian Charisma. Hope you all doing great and staying safe. If you are new here, I provide information and free advice about Canadian immigration and help people to apply for Canada PR, which can save them a lot of money. Without a further delay, let's start today's video. Schedule A, Background Declaration IMM 5669. IMM 5669 must be completed online by the principal applicant for themselves and on behalf of all their dependents who are 18 years of age and older, whether they are accompanying to Canada or not, unless they are already Canadian citizen or PR. To start this form, log in into your PR portal, scroll down into your form list, go to IMM 5669 and click on Start. In this form, you need to provide information about your personal background and history, about your education, about your work history, your criminal history, addresses where you lived in past 10 years. Here you can read this information. It is telling you about that the principal applicant must fill out this form for yourself and on behalf of other family members, I mean dependent who are 18 years of age and older, unless they are Canadian citizen or permanent residence. Next, enter all the names in English and in your native language, for example Arabic, Chinese, Korean, Japanese, script, or whatever your native language. We will talk about this more as we go through the form. To start adding family member, just click on add new family member. First question is indicate whether you are filling out this form for yourself, means for the principal applicant, or on behalf of any other family member. So first you need to start by yourself, means the principal applicant. Click here, section A, personal details. Your full name, means principal applicant's full name. I am writing here family name Brown and given name Jack. If you do not have family name on your passport, write full name Jack Brown in the family name and leave the given name blank. Next is your full name written in your native language. So how you can do that? I don't know much, but how I did. Suppose you want to write this Jack Brown in Punjabi. So go on Google, write English to Punjabi, translate, write here name, copy from here, and you can paste it here. Same if you want to write in Hindi, go here, write it, copy it and paste there. In Japanese, just write it, copy it and paste it there. So that's how you can write your names in native language. And then birth information, date of birth of the principal applicant. Here you need to provide the information about principal applicant's father, family name, given name, date of birth, date of death if deceased, city of birth, country of birth. Then the personal details about principal applicant's mother, you need to provide all there, and after that click on save and continue. Section B, you need to answer some questions here. Most of them will be no, but in case just read them carefully and answer them. It's about principal applicant yet, so if the principal applicant been convicted of crime offense in Canada for which a pardon has not been granted, so say no. Been convicted or currently charged with or trial for, say no. Just read the question. Made previously claims for refugee protection, if yes, say yes, otherwise say no. Made refugee status as an immigrant, read the question and say no. Like as I told you, most of them will be no. The principal applicant have been refused admission to or ordered to leave Canada or any other country, no. Been involved in act of genocide, in war crime or anything, say no. Planned or advocate use of armed struggle, violence, no. Associate with a group that used, advocate or advocates the use of armed struggle and violence, no. Member of an organization that is or was engaged in activity, this is the pattern of criminal activity, no. Been detained or put in jail, just no. Had any serious disease or a physical or mental disorder, no. So in case if you answer any of this question yes, then you need to write explanation here about that yes, and after that just click on save and continue. Section C is about education, about principal applicant education. If there is none, you can just write non-applicable here and non-applicable here. Otherwise you can provide the details, like each country could have different years in primary or elementary school, in secondary or high school. If I talk about India, then you can write here 8 years in primary school from grade 1 to 8, and then 4 years in high school grade 9 to 12, and then university if you did any bachelor degree, that many years, like for bachelor there's a 3 years, and then trade school if you did any other diploma after high school, you can write that here, how many years you spend in that. Here you can provide all the details about your secondary and post secondary education. So suppose you start from secondary, then you're going to write from grade 9 to grade 12, name of institute from where you did that, from which country, type of certificate. For secondary school you can write the certificate, and the field of study is high school. After, if you did bachelor or any post secondary education, click on add another, then add the date from this date to this date, from this institute, this country. Here you did diploma or degree, if you did any degree you can write degree or diploma. Field of study, suppose you did bachelor of arts, bachelor of science, any agriculture diploma, any electrician diploma, you can provide that information here, and then you can add another if you have. Otherwise click on save and continue. Section D is about personal history. Here you need to provide the personal history for last 10 years, what you were doing, where you were. If you were not working, you just need to provide that you are unemployed, studying, traveling, retired, whatever you're doing, but please make sure that do not leave any gap in between. Suppose you are writing here like 2020 March, then you need to provide another one to 2020 March or February, like this. So don't leave the gap. So let's start with first, like you need to provide the information from which date to which date, what activity you were doing, but in which city and country, what was your status, and what is the name of the company. Suppose you are retired right now, you are not working, so you can write the date from the date you start your retirement. So from this date to this date, retired, living in this town, suppose Delhi, India, status in the country, citizenship, name of the company, not applicable. Then you can click on add another for previous one. Then previous one here, suppose you were working before that on a job for 5 years, so then put the date here from this date to this date, what was your job title. If you are agriculturist, you can write agriculturist. If you are business person, you can write business. Then name of the city and country, then status in the country, suppose it is citizenship, name of the company, if there is you can write, otherwise write not applicable. So that's how you need to complete all the months. Don't leave gap in between, just provide the information. If you are a homemaker, you can write homemaker in the activity. Just write unemployed, you can write unemployed, does not matter, but don't leave the gap. Just provide them that from this date to this date you are doing something, or you are just unemployed or homemaker, city, town, status in the country. If there is no company name, employer name or school name, just write not applicable. That's how you can add all the details of past 10 years here about the principal applicant, and then click on save and continue. Section E is about membership and association with organization. Here you need to provide the information about if you support any organization or you are a member of any political, social or youth or student organization. Just read this information here, and if it is not applicable to you, just write not applicable and click on save and continue. If you are a member of more than one organization, add another, provide the information and click on save and continue. Section F is about government position. If you are working in any of these positions like civil servant, judge, police officer, employee in security organization, then you can provide the information about that particular positions here. If you have more than one, you can add another, otherwise just write none here and click on save and continue. Section G is about military and paramilitary services. If you are working in military or paramilitary services, you can provide the information about that here. Just provide all details and click add another if more than one. Otherwise just write none here and click on save and continue. Section H is about addresses. You need to provide all the addresses where you lived in past 10 years. Do not leave any gap in between, just provide all the addresses here. So start with the recent one from this date to this date. This address, full address here with all the zip code provide, and then you can add another and add another. If you are living on the same address from last 10 years, that's fine too. You can write from your birth or which date you are living on that address. Just tell from this year to this year, and what is your address, and you are living on the same address. If there is a more than 1 2 3 address, you can add as many as you want, add another one, and complete that all addresses here for last 10 years, and then click on save and continue. So now we are completed this whole information about the principal applicant. If you want to edit something, you can go click on edit and you can change the information. Same procedure like we did for the principal applicant, you need to go through all the same questions for another family member. Click on add new family member and you can add the spouse here, and then if you have any dependent child, just click on add new family member and you can add that child here. So as many family members you want to add, you can add here. Once you completed 5 6 6 9 for all the dependents, then just scroll down and here you need to declare, you need to sign this form for that you provided all the information truthful, complete and correct. For that, just write your full name here and click on complete and return to application. Here you can see the application was successfully updated and your 5669 form is ready to submit. If you want to edit, you can click on edit and edit any information in the form. Once you've done all the editing, you need to come back on this declaration of applicant section. Print the full name, means sign the application again, and click on complete and return to application. And your IMM 5669 ready to submit. That's all for today. I will be back with another video on 5406 and 5562. To get the notification, please subscribe, like and hit the bell icon. Thanks for watching.